What's going on, everybody? We got one from Man Guide. It's over for modern women. All men need to see this. Modern women are terrified of MGTOW. Let's get into it.
I'm on the verge of getting my real estate license. Is that what everyone does when their dreams are crushed? I feel like that's the only way out. I don't want to do that. Can you even picture me selling houses? Hi, welcome in. Here's the kitchen. Here's the bathroom. Do you like it? Do you want to buy it? This is my entire job, is just doing that. And then the other stuff that's boring. I'm sorry, no offense to you guys, but that sounds so boring.
The fake tears that she's trying to squeeze out for views. We got the glamorous world of selling houses, and because nothing screams dream job like walking strangers through someone else's bathroom and pretending that you care about tile patterns. Welcome in. Here's the bathroom. Here's the kitchen. Please don't ask me about square footage because I already stopped caring. The real question is do people really think getting a real estate license is the plan B for crushed dreams? Is that what happens after you wake up from realizing being an astronaut or a rock star is off the table? Couldn't get the life I wanted, and now I sell McMansions to people I secretly hate. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I thought dream crushing involved a bottle of whiskey and some emotional introspection, not opening closets and pretending like I know how good an open floor plan looks like. But hey, if selling homes is your fallback, then at least the monotony of it will slowly numb the pain of unmet expectations. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with selling homes. I've known some people that have done excellent in their life with selling homes, but Godspeed to this one.
Ladies, don't be nice to ugly men because they wouldn't be nice to you if you were ugly.
Really? And where is this coming from?
Coming from a former ugly girl, mediocre girl, I've been all of it.
Yeah, indeed.
And I've reached the good looking. I'm considered good looking now.
Debatable.
Well, they do say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
They're way nicer to me now. In fact, I can say really mean stuff. I can be demanding and they give me what I want.
Gee, I wonder why that could be.
All you have to be is hot. They don't care.
Oh, I don't know about that, but let's continue.
So, treat them how they would treat you if you were ugly.
I have a better idea. How about we treat people based on the type of person that they are, rather than based on what they look like?
If they're going to be that demanding of us, of just basic human respect and kindness based on our appearance, then we should do the same.
What happened to treating people as you would want to be treated? That must have gone the same way as manners.
And don't tell me you're watching this video because you like my face, man, because we know you are.
Oh, here we go.
You don't even care about my attitude. I just bashed the shit out of you. And you're going to say what? Oh, she's so cute. I know how you work. I have a guy on here said, I want you. Why? Why do you want me?
Now that's genuinely a good question.
Because I'm cute a little bit? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, guys might want a woman based on how she looks for the now, but based on her attitude, that will determine if he sticks around.
All right, ladies, here's the life lesson straight from the Good Looking 101 book. Don't be nice to ugly men because they wouldn't be nice to you. Yeah. Ugly men have the audacity to expect basic decency, but how dare they? Coming from a former ugly girl, her looks are debatable. She's got maybe a little bit of cuteness to her, but still not enough for me to want to throw down and chase after her, or any woman. But anyway, sweetheart, this keeps getting better. You were ugly, mediocre, and now you're somehow ascended to good looking. Quite the Pokemon evolution if you think about it. But hold on, does being hot let you get away with being mean, demanding, and still get what you want? Of course it does. Men are shallow, right? They don't care about your attitude. It's all about your face. This girl says she could bash guys and they'll still think she's cute. Newsflash, looks fade. And they fade fast. When your personality is as charming as a toothache, guess what? The novelty's gonna wear off. But sure, ride that wave while you can, because evolution will take care of the rest. Next.
I have been humbled by eHarmony. A woman in her early 50s who I play volleyball with suggested that I get an eHarmony account, that this is where all the serious singles are, so I did it. I committed to paying over $600 for the year. I chose to pay quarterly, but I will end up having to pay over $600 for this. I have been on there for 10 days now, and I do not have a single like or match. It's I'm hideous. No one wants me. I have personally liked like 13 guys, but not a single one of them has liked me back or sent me a message. On top of that, it gets worse. Harmony makes you take all these questionnaires so that they can really get to know you, and then they give you a compatibility score with every single person on the site based on like your personality, what you want, your childhood, blah blah blah. So every single guy on the site that I can see has like a little number, which basically tells me how compatible eHarmony thinks that we are. And on the entire site, for all of the United States, my highest compatibility ranking is with a man who is a janitor. A janitor. And he won't even like me back. I'm adopting like 8 cats. I'm giving up right now. eHarmony, you have wounded me deeply. There is no coming back from this.
If you're on dating apps, get off of them. If you're paying for them, stop and get off of them. They're only there to take your money, nothing more. They're not there to match you up with anybody, because if they do, then they lose making money off of you. And what's the point of that from a business perspective and the bottom line? But this clip is pure gold. She literally is going to pay, or has paid at this point, $600 to find that the best match for her is a janitor who doesn't even like her back. Ouch. eHarmony really said, hey, we found your perfect match, and he'll clean up your emotional mess for a small fee and your dignity. But hey, at least the janitors are hardworking. Maybe he's cleaning up after your emotionality, because clearly there's some clutter up there. And paying over $600 to find out men online don't want you, you could have just gotten that information for free by talking to a mirror. Don't give up though. Maybe after the 14th cat and who knows how many box wines, you'll find that guy who matches your personality, I guess. Maybe eHarmony will offer you a refund for the emotional damage, but something tells me those quarterly payments are stuck as your love life.
Here's the deal. If a man gives 90, a woman gives 120. If he pulls back and gives 80, she still gives 120, hoping that eventually he'll meet her at least at 100, and then she'll give 200.
And here we go, another one of these percentage theories. So if a man gives 90% and a woman gives 120%, really? Where's she pulling these numbers from? Her ass? Is she part of some mystical math club where logic goes to die? Apparently if he drops down to 80%, she's still giving 120%, and hopefully he'll eventually meet her halfway. Ladies, if you're overcompensating by 40% for some dude who's phoning it in, the math isn't your problem, it's your standard. Stop chasing Chad. Let's flip that equation. Maybe you're giving too much to someone who doesn't deserve it, but why stop at 120%? Let's make it 200%, 300, 400%. Give everything, even your sanity, because apparently that's the secret formula to success. Here's a spoiler, it's not.
Someone's gonna ask me a 1 through 10, I'm gonna give myself a 10.
No matter what?
No matter what, just because even if I didn't look the way I did and I looked another way, even like all of you guys, like it makes me, I know
they're all
guys,
10s?
Yes, I would hope that you guys would all feel like you're a 10.
Is there any girl in that room who's prettier than you?
I think we're all beautiful.
Is there any girl in that room who's prettier than you?
I'm gonna get up to my sister, but
Wait, Andrew.
Okay, hang on.
I'll get
So
to
if
my
your
sister.
then if your sister's a 10, what does that make you?
So fine, I guess we're all 9s, but
Wait, you can't all be 9s. If you're the prettiest girl in the room and you rate yourself a 9, then you'd have to rate at least other girls an 8, right?
I didn't ever say I was the prettiest girl in the room. But
Okay, are you the prettiest girl in the room?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know, but are you?
No.
Okay, who is?
I think my sister is beautiful.
Okay, so she's the prettiest girl in the room.
But
So
you
that
have to
would mean
remember,
that you're
I'm
less
looking
pretty.
at my...
Hang on. So that would mean you're less pretty than her. So if she's a 10, then that would make you a what?
She could be a 10 too.
But we could both be 10s, but it's just like I think my sister's most beautiful just off the fact that she's my sister, and I know.
Jesus. Nut jobs. I need that Rick James meme. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. But the delusion is real. If someone asks me to rate myself and I'm a 10, no matter what, girl, we need to talk. Let me break this down for you and hopefully you will understand. You're saying everyone in that room is a 10, even your sister. So if we're all swimming in the sea of 10s, that's not how numbers work. If everyone's a 10, then nobody is. You can't have a room full of 10s. Sorry. This isn't Fantasyland where everyone is Beyonce. The mental gymnastics about we're all beautiful. Sure, we can all be beautiful in our own way, but rating yourself a 10 without self-awareness is like showing up to a marathon in flip-flops. You're not fooling anyone. If you want to live in a world where you're always a 10, go for it. Just know reality is going to smack you in the face when you step outside that room.
Rings that cost as much as your partner's car.
Funny seeing beta males condescend women to make themselves appear dominant. Junior high crap. Oh, we found one. Lady, you're a single mom. The only one literally taking a trip to junior high at this point is you. Next clip.
Let's normalize wanting engagement rings that cost as much as your partner's car.
Let's not.
I know this sounds like a crazy take.
Because it is.
And this is my best friend's idea, by the way.
I think it's time to get some new friends.
Yep.
As soon as she said it to me, I was like, you are doing way too much. Like, your standards are way too high.
Should have gone with that feeling.
But let me explain, this is gonna make sense.
I surely hope so, because right now I don't see any way that it possibly could.
At the beginning, I was thinking, if my man proposes with a diamond ring that is less than 2 carats, then I'm gonna say no.
So then that means that one doesn't actually love him.
Like, maybe I'm gonna keep the man, but he's gonna have to propose again with the ring that I approve of. It's just what I feel like I deserve.
Ah, yes. If only everybody truly got what they deserved.
And then my friend was like, I'm not accepting less than 6 carats. And I'm like, that's gonna cover your entire hand. But
Maybe one shouldn't be taking advice from a person who's obviously going to be single for a very, very long time.
what I'm trying to say here is, if a man is willing to spend that much on a car, it's a utility, right? It doesn't have to be a crazy expensive car. But if he wants that, if he likes that car, why wouldn't he want to spend that money towards, first of all, something that doesn't lose value?
Gentlemen, I would like to remind you that happily, not every woman thinks this way.
Normalize wanting an engagement ring as expensive as your partner's car? Yeah, I don't think so. While we're at it, let's normalize taking advice from people with absolutely no grip on reality. You know, the fact that this idea came from her best friend, it is time for her to reconsider that friendship. And friends and got a lot of delulu going on there. Let me explain this. If a guy is willing to spend more on a utility like a car than on a rock that you want strapped to your finger, maybe it's because a car actually does something useful. But sure, let's chase after that 6-carat dream ring while the rest of us sit back and enjoy the show of your failed relationship, and it gives us more content to talk about here on YouTube. But spoiler, if a guy is smart, he's not marrying someone who values a ring more than, let's say, a healthy relationship.
I've hooked up with guys who said they were athletes. And by the way, every single guy who was almost going to be an athlete, guess why they weren't? Because hold on, they tore their ACL. If I had $1 for the amount of times I heard that from a wanting, aspiring athlete. I'm so mean.
You know, I hooked up with guys who said they were almost athletes. Ah, yes, the age-old almost athlete routine. You were hooking up with chads that were feeding you a line of shit. They were this close to greatness, but wouldn't you know it, tore their ACL. You know, if I had $1 for every wannabe athlete who's pulled that one, you know, I'd be able to afford the therapy sessions that you clearly need. You know, here's a pro tip for every guy you're hooking up with that has an injury story, maybe aim higher, like for guys who aren't one sob story away from retirement from everything. Again, stop chasing Chad.
Question for men, because I'm starting to wonder. Are there any men left in this entire universe who are interested in a woman in her late 30s with a natural body?
No. Question, are there any men left in this universe interested in a woman in her late 30s with a natural body? Define natural. Are we talking unaltered? Or are we talking about letting nature completely take over, like some kind of surrender to the forces of gravity? Look, if you're in your late 30s and asking if men are interested, the real question is, are you interested in yourself? Because confidence triumphs everything, and no one wants to date someone with the energy of an expired coupon. But again, the answer is still no.
I was just walking and this woman in front of me got aggressively catcalled. And I hate that because I'm right behind her, like I'm next. And then when I walked by, it was silence. And I was like, wow, I hate that even more.
I was walking behind a woman who got catcalled, and when I walked by, it was silence. Oh no, the horror, the tragedy. You didn't get objectified in public. That's just too damn bad. How will you ever recover from this devastating blow to your ego? You know, look, catcalling is garbage behavior, and being salty because you didn't get catcalled is like being mad you didn't get punched in the face during a mugging. You know, count your blessings and move on. That's the equality that you asked for, and now you got it, and now you're bitching and moaning that you didn't get catcalled. Guys, that's the end of the video here. So what have we learned? Apparently, if your dreams are crushed, sell houses. If you want to keep a man, just be hot. Oh wait, that only works if your personality comes out. You know, we've got women paying $600 to date janitors, dudes faking athletic injuries and engagement rings that cost more than most people's student loans. You know, somewhere in this, we've got this I'm the 10 brigade because self-awareness is just overrated these days. I mean, if there's one takeaway from all of this, it's that the world's a circus and everyone's fighting to be the clown in the center ring. You know, whether you're rating yourself, chasing 6-carat fantasies, or hoping for the perfect man on a dating app, just remember, it's all fun and games until reality kicks in. You know, so buckle up because the real world's a ride not everyone's making it to the finish line. Anyways, guys, if you like what you've seen today, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.